Robbie Sylvester, you've been here for quite a few events in the past, supporting many riders.
Yeah.
You've got quite a history here on the Manx Roads. So how do you feel about being here at the centenary?
Yeah, very good. It's my 40th anniversary.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
Wow!
So 40 years of racing. Yeah, so it's been good. So we put a bit of an effort on this year, and we've fetched a few bikes and a few riders.
Yeah.
We've got 3 Americans riding for us, and then Sam from Yorkshire, the Yorkshire lad. I think he's a Lincolnshire lad really, but we'll call him. He lives in Yorkshire now, so we'll adopt him.
Adopt him, exactly. So tell us about what you've got them out on this year.
I've got 3 CBR 600s here. The guys are out on them. We've got Sam's riding one. He's got a T-bike, he's got a spare bike, and I've got Adam Bowers out on the other one. And then we've got 2 750 Kawasaki's. Pete Murray from America's riding one of them, and the other one's a T-bike for him. And then we fetched 3 650s with us as well, but we've only got one of those 650s out. Andy Scov, a newcomer from America's riding that one.
Okay.
We should have had Dan Sale out, but unfortunately sponsors have let him down, so he's not riding that one now. So.
And how come there are few Americans?
It's just one of them things that happened.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we've put a package together for Pete to come over 6 years ago, and he came over and then he's never been anywhere else since. And then Adam rode for us last year, and then Andy got a number from one of them guys. And yeah, we tend to bring lads from all over the world. We've had Colombians and all sorts in the past.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And why do you keep coming back to the Manx Grand Prix?
This is where it all starts.
Yeah.
And this is, for me, where it should start.
Yeah.
There should be no newcomers at the TT.
Yeah.
You know, when I did it, there were no tyre warmers, and it were early morning practices. It were like, but yeah, I think everybody should have cut the teeth here. And I love this event, and I've brought newcomers here for years and years and years, and I'm one of the ACU coaches for bringing the newcomers round. But I've done it for a long time on my own, just bringing new lads to the event. And I think this event, it's so well organised. You know, it's like a family event, and it's a good introduction to the roads. So you send them to TT, and a lot of them are lost. Yeah, they've no idea where they are. Nobody helps them out. It's getting a bit like a VSB paddock. Nobody wants to talk to you.
So I want to know, all the years, 40 years now, right? So wow, that's incredible. Out of all of those years, can you potentially pick out one bike? So if we think about classics, because we're a Teal Classics channel, one bike that you've loved racing, or you've loved working on yourself?
I've worked on loads of bikes here. I was fortunate enough, my dyno was the dyno here for nearly 20 years, so I got to ride the Honda 6, I got to ride the Nortons, I got to ride all the stuff. You know, I used to set the RC45s up for Honda, for Joey and all them boys, and Callan's bikes, and I've rode a lot of the stuff that wasn't classic, that's now classic, and it's the fantastic. For me, the RC30 Sonoras to this place, it's just sound of its own, and it did really well when it were here, like, so that's my bike. My classic bike would be an RC30, and I've not got one of them.
Oh, you haven't? What?
No, I've got a couple of. I have an RG500. I've got Dennis Island's one that won the Grand Prix in '79, and I've got some Bimoto YB3s and stuff like that. But I've no none of the modern Honda stuff. I keep going to John Chapman's and going, I'll have some of them. One day.
And tell us about riders then. So you've been amongst the best over that 40 years. Who's really stood out as one of those old school riders, those real competitors that's really stuck in your mind that you always go back to as, wow, I really got to race with him around and be around him?
Yeah, Ryan Farquhar really good, but for me, one of the best riders that were here is a lad who's no longer with us, and it's Tommy Lucas.
Yeah.
You know, I worked with Tommy. I was working on his bikes the day when he had his accident, and you know, for him to do that 120 mile an hour lap here, it was something special, like, so yeah. He's got a place in my heart as Tommy.
Great. And the Tommy Club, of course, now is a legacy in itself, being left through him.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, last year, 2 years ago, we had Brad Vickers riding for us, and Brad put his bike into the Tommy Club and got me one of the hats. Yeah. And it's got pride of place in one of my trophy cabinets. That's Tommy's hat, like. So just it was nice that he got into that, like.
So what's next for the next 40 years?
Feet up and slippers and a pipe, I think. Well, yeah. No, I said I was going to retire after this year, and then 2 weeks ago I bought a new R7, so for next year. So I don't know. We'll maybe be back next year.
We'll see you here next year then,
Yeah,
Robbie. Thanks so much for chatting to us.
problem.
You joined us and just doing a two-wheeler.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a great
Thank
one.
you.
Nice
Cheers.
one.